Kwame, look up.
Hello.
Oh, you don't got your microphone on.
Oh.
Hold up. I get mic'd up.
Mic'd up.
All right. Kwame, say what's up.
What's up?
So this is Kwame. I'm Professor Parker. And this is what I like to call, what do I like to call this? This is like some parent math, right? This is what I suggest to all parents, grandparents, uncles, aunties, whoever, right? When your children are eating snacks, especially junk food, right?
Like Sour Patch Kids.
Yeah, so what I call this is a larger project that I call lemonade math, right? Based on the cliche, when life gives you lemons, you make lemonade. The lemons that I'm referring to in this case would be the junk food, because junk food is lemons. Junk food ain't good, right? For some of us, we like candy, we like sweets, we like food that might be high in cholesterol, might be high in sodium, etc. These things that are bad for us. But the least we could do, if we're going to indulge in those things, we can make math lessons out of it. So while we're harming our health a little bit, we can at least take the opportunity to practice some mathematics and help ourselves cognitively and help our children cognitively, right? So Kwame likes Sour Patch Kids. You like Sour Patch Kids, right?
I love Sour Patch Kids. We only have a little bit left in there.
Check him. See, now you're telling everybody our business. Everybody gonna know how many Sour Patch Kids we ate, right?
Yeah.
All right, so anyway, as I looked at this bag, we went to the grocery store today and I grabbed these, right? This bag was like $1. So at any rate, what you can do is you can look in the nutrition facts.
At first, there was literally 96.
96? And how do you know that?
Because
what?
8 times 12 equals 96.
And where'd you get those numbers from? Where'd you get the 8 from? Where'd you get the 12 from?
From the bag.
From the bag. He's talking about on the nutrition facts. That's what he's talking about, right?
Not nutrition facts.
Listen carefully. On the bag, it says there are about 8 servings per container. 8 servings per container, right? 8 servings per container. So if you were trying to be healthy, you wouldn't eat more than 1 serving, right? Now, the question is, how much is in a serving? This bag says that the serving size is 12 pieces or 30 grams, but we worried about the pieces. So that means 12 Sour Patch Kids. So if the serving size is 12 Sour Patch Kids or 12 pieces, and let's say we wanted to know, and this is a question you can ask your children when you buy chips, when you buy cookies, when you buy any type of candy or whatever, right?
You buy some chips.
You can calculate approximately how many are in a bag, right? So we were able to calculate how many Sour Patch Kids was in this bag when we first cracked it open. So that's why, Kwame, and also check this out. This is another way to introduce your child to the calculator. You want your children to know how to use the calculator. You don't want them to overly rely on a calculator. You want them to know how to do the mental math. Kwame is eventually going to memorize his multiplication facts, and he's going to know that 8 times 12 is 96, right? He's also going to know how to use the associative property. He's going to know that if you double the 8, take half of the 12, right, which will be 16 times 6, which is equivalent to that. It's an equivalent expression, so that's also equivalent to 96. He's going to know, he's going to have the mathematical flexibility and all that, but he's ultimately going to memorize his multiplication facts because they're just that. They're his. They're also your children's also. They belong to your children too, just like they belong to him, right? We share them, right? So now, that means that there are, let me see, 8 times 12. Tell us again, Kwame. What's the product of 8 and 12? See, I did that. I just threw the math vocabulary
96?
in there. Instead of just saying, what's the answer? I said, what's the product? Kwame, a
a
product is the answer to a multiplication equation, right?
The answer is 96.
So that means that in a bag of Sour Patch Kids, a fresh bag, there should be 96 in here. Now, that we didn't take the bag, we didn't open up the bag and dump them all out and then count them out one by one. We didn't do all that. We took
Nope.
their word for it. But look, the purpose of this is a way to practice math skills. We practice developing math skills.
I have the earth in my hand.
Right. We practice developing math skills with the things that we doing anyway. We about to eat some Sour Patch Kids anyway. So while we about to eat the Sour Patch Kids, we can just do a little bit of math. It ain't that deep.
After this, Dad,
You know what I'm saying?
I'm taking a Sour Patch Kid too.
This got different flavors in there. It's got 4 different flavors: strawberry lemonade, blue raspberry lemonade, cherry lime
Ooh.
lemonade.
Delicioso.
We could do some probability problems. We could do all types of stuff with these, man. You know? I'm a big advocate for buying books. We should buy books. But for a lot of the practice that we need to do with our children to prepare them for math class, because the days of just sending our kids to school and expecting that they're going to learn everything they need to learn in terms of mathematics in the classroom, in school, those days should be long gone. We got to get off of that. That's a loser proposition. We got to prepare our children at home. And what I'm saying is, come to my channel. I got over 1,000 videos on here. I'm going to show you how to prepare your children for math class. Same thing I'm doing with my son. Same thing I've done with my older 2 children. You can see it right here on the channel.
I was in math class for like 35 times.
More than that, bro.
How?
So at any rate, this is something small. Calculate how many pieces of candy are in the bag. That's it. It's something light. Something light you could do with your child. If you're a grandparent and you want to bond with your children, with your grandchildren, you could do this practice. I told my mother this the other day. These are types of things she could do with her grandchildren, with my nephews and my niece when she comes of age.
Let me take some.
So now check this out. Let me show you how greedy we are. I'm looking in this bag, right? Y'all watching this, y'all can see this bag feel a little, look, it sounds like it feels a little light, right? Kwame, how many Sour Patch Kids is in there?
4.
4. Let's do some math, bro. How many Sour Patch Kids did we eat? If it was 96 at first, and there's 4 left right now, how many did we eat? This is the equation. You want me to write the equation? 96 minus x, he likes the variable x, equals 4. What's x?
Need to use the calculator.
Okay. What are you going to subtract? Or what are you going to add? How you going to figure it out?
No, 96.
Okay.
Minus. I'm gonna go up to things.
Bro, if you had 96 or something, all right, so bro, I need you to listen. Look, give me eye contact. Look up here. Because this is taking you too long. 96, right? If you have 4 left, what is the difference between 96 and 4? How would you figure that out? 96 take away what equals 4? Can't you also just do 96 minus 4, bro?
Oh, 96 minus.
Let's go. Let's get it, man. Come on. We got people on YouTube land sitting there
92.
waiting. Yeah, 92. You could have just counted backwards, bro. 96. What's 6 minus 4?
6 minus 4.
Off the top, bro. Mental math. You don't need a calculator to do 6 minus 4. What's 6 minus 4? 6 take away 4. What is it?
2.
Exactly. You got to get quicker with that. So if 6 minus 4 is 2, 96 minus 4 is 92, right?
Yeah.
So what does that mean, Kwame? That means we didn't like ate 92 Sour Patch Kids, bro.
Done.
It's not healthy.
Taking
Well, I
the
mean, we
rest.
ain't eat them like, you know what I'm saying. I'm about to make excuses. Now I'm about to make excuses.
I'm taking the rest.
We ain't eat them in like one setting.
I got the rest.
You know what I mean? We ain't get them in one setting. Like we stretched it out. We
That's
stretched it out
finished
over the
now.
course of like a whole day. You know what I mean? So yeah. Yeah, and we gonna brush our teeth too. Right?
Mhm.
Yeah. Yeah, you better. You know what I'm saying? All right. So you got anything you want to say?
Like
They
and
can't even see you, bro. Look, what are you doing? You not see, bro. You gotta be in your position, man. You gotta be in your position, right? They gotta see you. You gotta be seen. Right? You the life of the party. They don't want to see me. They came to see you. Ain't nobody coming to see me. They coming to see you. What you gotta say to the people?
like and subscribe
You heard the man.
and share.
We out.
But I actually